What's up, all you beautiful bastards, and welcome to the Beautiful Bearded Bastards Show. We have a very special episode for you guys tonight. Georgie boy, do you want to introduce our guest?
We got the pre-Super Bowl special here with the Beautiful Bearded Bastards with none other than Nick Bodkins. Thank you for being here, sir.
Yes, thank you, Nick. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure, boys. It's a pleasure.
This is awesome.
Awesome. Nick does podcasts all about sports and things. The Bodkins Show. Well, go ahead.
I mean,
tell the people.
What story do you want to hear? You guys.
Well, tell us about your show, man. Tell us what you talk about. Tell us what you do, man.
Yeah. So, really, I just do it all. Much like I grew up just loving sports in general. Like I tell people all the time, when every kid in the world was watching Sesame Street, I was watching ESPN. And,
right on.
I credit a little bit to my dad. He was a single dad as I was like growing up a little bit, and he's like, I could only stand like 30 minutes of dumb shit, so we had to watch sports and action movies. So
right on.
I kind of grew up like that's what I wanted to do my whole life, and shit happens, right? Like you can take down different roads, and I was telling you guys earlier, my wife was like encouraging me for a long time to do this podcast. Like I was like, man, she's like, you should do it. You'd love it. And you got the time, like do it. And so she was supporting me, and I was kind of indifferent. I wanted to like, kind of like you guys have, like my two best friends, but they are busy doing life. So it's hard to, get together. Collaborate. And, what works for me may not work for them. So I was like, well, fuck it, and I was scrolling through Twitter. I like I said, I didn't even really have a whole lot of like Twitter time. I wasn't even on Twitter that much. But one day I just was like clicked on the app and was scrolling, and there's shit,
bad, guys.
You fucking me
Sorry
up.
about that.
He'll do that.
I'm trying to get our comments. I apologize.
Everybody.
He'll do that. You gotta watch him, man. He'll fuck with your brain, man. And there we go.
Yeah. Hey, you're fucking me all up, man.
I'm so sorry.
This is the beautiful.
Welcome to the Beautiful Bearded Bastards podcast.
Bearded Bastards,
prank show /
I'm trying to tell a story, and you're fucking playing the story back.
Just reminding you of it.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks. Good.
Let's have a cheers to that.
Yes.
To fumbled.
Cheers. Yes.
Okay.
Last I heard, you were saying that your wife was pushing you.
Yeah, she was pushing me to do it, and I was one day I was just like scrolling on Twitter. Oh, so right before that, about this same time, remember the Super Bowl? It was like 2 years ago, right? 50 Cent and everybody was
Eminem, Drake,
yeah. So everybody was like
Was
fucking.
that the Bengals?
They were like
the old school like hip hop crowd.
Yeah. So like everybody was like talking about 50 and don't bully 50. Well, I had like picked up my phone. I hadn't picked up anything in a while on my YouTube channel, and was like, so I made like a whole ass comedy skit about everybody bullying 50. Like, you can't bully 50, y'all. Like, he is the bully. Like, it's okay. Like, nobody needs to come to 50's defense. Like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, this motherfucker told Floyd Mayweather he can't read, pick up a book. Like that's the biggest bully on the block. So like,
absolutely.
So he gains a few pounds and people are making fun of him. It's okay. 50 can handle it. So I made like a whole skit about that, and I was like, hey, I think like I'm gonna start doing that, just putting some shorts and shit on my YouTube, but maybe not do a full podcast. But then one day I was strolling on Twitter again, and I see this thing with Dan Harris, and he's like, hey, I'm looking for anybody that wants to chop it up with sports. And I was like, fuck yeah, I'll chop it up. Like, I'll chop it up with anybody anytime. And sends me a link. I didn't really have any like daily show at that point in time. And there's like 4 other guys. One guy smoking a fucking cigarette on his goddamn couch. And I was like, the fuck is this? And then Tanner, who becomes my producer. Shout out, and the sports buffoons, and there might have been somebody else, and then Dan, who didn't have his picture, doesn't show video, it's just a picture of the logo. So I'm like, the fuck, like we're getting scammed or some shit. This guy's gonna start asking me to send him fucking money or something. Like I'm just going through these like, just like everything else, like what the fuck, like all right. I do the show, and it's pretty cool, and like I'm like I after the show, I'm like, those guys ain't fucking any better than me. Like, they got fucking podcasts? Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna start one, and my wife went and she went out and bought me a mic, bought me the shit, and
Right
my logo. I texted my guy Lively Inc. John Lively, sent him. I said, hey man, can you make me a logo for my podcast?
Right.
Fucking 20 minutes later, sends out this dope ass fucking logo.
Is that what you're using now?
Huh?
That's what you're using
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
Wow,
Same logo.
I did not
That's
know he
awesome,
designed
man.
that. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That's fucking killer, man.
Yeah, so designed that, and then Tanner at that time is asking me to kind of come on and do some weekly shit with him, like on a Monday. We start up this Bodkins Buffoon show at that time, and then I was like doing shows. Then football season kicked off again, so like I was doing like weekly shows on Thursday, having different guests that Dan would get for me, like part of the network, and then I would do Sunday like a NFL recap. And then after football season, like, Dan got me some like huge guests that I was telling you guys about, like Kevin Mitchell, former in a National League MVP, Tommy Bowden, Chris DeLeo, who actually is a basketball coach who coaches over in Taiwan. Like, and he was part of the CBA, if you guys remember, like the CBA early time. So a lot of different guys. Guy who gave up Hank Aaron's last home run of his career.
Awesome.
So
Cool.
he was able to hook up a lot of different guests for me. So I got to live out this little dream. In about June or July, Dan's getting sick and he's got cancer, and we wanted to do kind of a Let's Talk Sports show. So me and Tanner was like, hey, let's find a couple guys that we really vibed with. This was kind of like Tanner's idea, and a guy we'd been vibing with really well that'd been on my show like weekly was Johnny Cruz. We brought in Scott Cobe, who's a great like gambler. Like, hey, we're gonna have little gambling segments. We'll always ask Scott what he's betting on.
Right on.
And then somehow they decided Sam was a good fit. And I mean, Sam's that guy that he can give a lot of shit to, and he can just take it, and it's a lot of fun to fuck with him. So
Mr. First Down.
yeah, Mr. First Down.
Like
Yeah,
that.
Mr.
Shout
First
out
Down.
Mr. First Down.
And he's a big wrestling guy and football guy. Now we're trying to teach him all the other sports like basketball and baseball. But so it's a lot of fun. And anytime you can give knowledge to somebody, and he'll ask intriguing questions about stuff, and he's always knowledgeable. So it's been a nice LTS show. We do that Mondays and Thursdays, and then we've been doing that all football season for the most part, and then we'll transfer over into some other things. We always have our same two guests Monday night. Jonathan Grisham was a college hitting instructor down at Rich Mountain, Arkansas. It's a junior college, and Jim Behringer, who is covers hockey and wrestling. He's got credentials in like full press wrestling, full press hockey. So shout out those guys. And
man,
then I still do my shows on Sunday, man. And I just been doing that shit for a while. And Wednesdays we do a MMA show. It's called Head Kicks and Haymakers.
Okay, yeah. Georgie was telling me about that. Yeah,
me and my guy
awesome
Whit.
logo on
So
that as well.
yeah, and that's another one that Johnny designed up
That's
too.
too.
So
Cool.
Right
yeah.
on, man.
Hell
Yeah. So that show started with me and my two other best friends, Kenny and Craig. We started, and then shit happened again. Kenny ends up having two babies. Now, when you got two babies, it's hard to do a podcast.
Oh, for
and
sure.
shit,
Yeah,
so,
no doubt about
yeah.
it. Yeah.
So we quit doing it for a little while, and then I got Whit to join me, and now we've been doing this for about two and a half months. So it's been pretty good because I love talking MMA. It's like one of them things I can look through objectively and still get excited about, much like wrestling and things like that.
Absolutely.
Right. Like baseball and football, like I'm passionate about the Packers and Cubs, so it's a little different
okay, right
about.
on.
Yeah, fuck. Tanner loves to push my buttons on that shit, and I'll fucking just get riled up. And stuff.
How did you
I,
acquire the enjoying the Packers and the Cubs? Because Packers is from Green Bay. Where's Green Bay at?
Wisconsin.
Okay, and then the Cubs is from Chicago.
Yeah,
so-
yeah. No, I get that question all the time. I grew up here in Missouri too, so fuck me, right?
Dude, I say that all the time, man. Like,
We love
fuck
who
me,
we
right?
love.
Yeah. I was just kind of born into both, really. My dad was a Cubs fan. His dad was a Cubs fan. My mom's a Cubs fan. So it's just like,
So it's just kind of like a hereditary.
yeah. Unfortunately, I was just born into that shit. And I think being here, where everybody hates the Cubs just was like, oh, fuck you. You know, I'll be the outsider.
I was going to say, I would appreciate you a lot more if you were a Sox fan, because I'm a Cardinals fan.
Oh, yeah. Well, I get that all the time. So
but I love you. You're awesome.
I appreciate it. It depends on who you ask.
I grew up with the St. Louis Rams, and now they're in L.A.
Yeah.
So
Well, see, that's where they started. That was home for the Rams.
Yeah.
not when I was born.
Well,
Yeah.
well,
Rams,
Then they
boo.
came.
I'm kind of glad they went back home.
I wish they were still in St. Louis. At least we could catch the games. But that fucking dome is shitty. You guys ever been?
No.
It's a
Long time ago,
shithole.
back when it was still the Rams. So they got a new dome now, don't they?
No,
Or-
it's the same.
It's the same one.
That's
Oh,
the
wow.
reason they left, because the city wouldn't buy them a new, pay for a new stadium.
New stadium.
Right.
Okay, see,
Yeah.
I think I remember hearing something
Yeah.
about that, actually.
They
That's
make all
why
their money
went
in
back to
baseball.
Los Angeles.
Yeah, Kroenke was like, "Oh, we're gonna." When he bought the team, was like, "We're not gonna move. We just want a new stadium." They wanted it down there by Busch Stadium next to the
Oh, okay.
river, and the
Okay.
city was like, "Nah, pay for that shit yourself." And then he's like, "Well, fuck you, St. Louis. Fuck you, St. Louis. I'll go to L.A. and I'll pay for it myself, but I'm gonna fucking make it bigger and better, and we're
Right,
gonna be in
absolutely.
L.A. You know, so
I mean,
it's a destination.
when Danny Trejo is the biggest Rams fan ever,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong with him going back to Los Angeles. I mean,
yeah.
Love
I mean,
Danny.
I don't want to fuck around with Machete. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's like Machete in every movie too.
Yeah. Plays the same, even in Bubble
Even
Boy.
in
It's
Con
Spy
Air.
Kids.
Oh, boy, yeah, dude.
I loved him in King of the Hill,
Yeah.
Octavio.
Oh, right on, man.
So yeah, the Packers same way. My dad was a Packers fan and kind of grew up during that Brett Favre, Reggie White era. So you know, I mean, Brett Favre to me is one of the. I don't ever say he's the best quarterback by no means, but he was definitely the funnest quarterback to watch.
Right.
Like,
Okay, I'll agree with that.
that's a
Yeah.
guy like you just never knew what the fuck he was going to do. He could throw 20 touchdowns, throw 20 interceptions, but there wasn't a pass that he wasn't going to complete, and he played the game with some joy, you know.
Yeah.
So
He had
Definitely a
fun. He
gunslinger.
Yeah.
enjoyed playing the
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
So,
So
that's cool,
that's,
man. Right
and
on.
it's weird how you are. You pick a team when you're like 10 years old, and now you're
Yeah.
like, fuck me. Like now I'm
Right.
37.
Well,
Right.
I kind of did the same thing. When I was a kid, my dad was a big Dallas Cowboys fan. He still stands by the Cowboys.
Yeah.
So, but that was the time of Emmitt Smith, Deion Sanders, Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman. So
Back when they were winning.
when they were
Right. Back when
beating
they
the
were
Bills
winning, right.
in the Super Bowl every
and
year.
then, well, I mean, it was the time where you would see Tupac wearing a Raiders hat, but he had a Troy Aikman jersey
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
So, but then, like, I did become a Raiders fan, and I was dedicated to the Raiders because,
Oh no!
10 million NWA fans can't be wrong.
Yeah,
you know?
right,
So-
right. Hey, you run up next to them, you ain't fuck. Hey, ain't nobody want to go to the black hole either. You know what I mean? Like,
So, but my wife and her family, they're all Kansas City fans. I actually like Patrick Mahomes, so that's
I
why
like
I'm wearing a
Mahomes.
Kansas City.
You
hat
converted.
today.
Kansas
Yeah,
City,
I was
yeah.
converted
Yeah.
to something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I'm still not a Swiftie, I'll tell you that.
Everybody likes Swift. You said
I'm
that
Swizzle.
earlier.
I don't.
Well,
I don't
you know.
quite get the fucking. I don't really get. I don't even care that she's there and they show her.
No, man.
That part
I mean,
is what
she's
it
there.
is.
She's there for her man.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
that's why
yeah,
she's
yeah.
there, and people just need to fucking get over.
Yeah,
it,
that's
man.
how I
You know
feel
what
too.
mean?
Like,
Money. It's money.
It's
I mean,
not that
hey,
big a deal.
but Jessica Simpson did it first,
Yeah,
man. You
yeah,
know
she
what I
did.
mean?
She
So
did.
Tony
She
Romo, that was her.
The
boy,
problem
so.
was the Cowboys just never fucking won anything, so we didn't have to see Jessica.
That's
all
why
the
he was
time.
ignored.
Yeah, that's why. It's
Sorry,
like, they'll
Kevin.
be done pretty soon. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, Kevin.
Yeah, sorry. What's up, Marcus? Hello. Don't be a troll, but hello.
Oh no.
That's my friend. He's out
Hey,
in
douches.
Clarksville,
Oh, that's
Tennessee.
cool.
All right.
So tell us about our drinks. What's going on with
Sprite
these?
Royal.
Sprite Royal.
thanks to Nick for the idea for the
Absolutely,
drinks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
We
I mean,
do,
I never had the garnish. You guys
The
are way
garnish
more,
is gorgeous.
we tried to go
I mean,
out.
You're
We
way
go
more
out,
fucking
uh,
fancier than me.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you.
Gonna ask to hold my hand later.
We try to make it look like the picture.
Oh yeah.
I'm just a simple 75% Crown Apple splash of Sprite guy. I don't need nothing else.
Oh, we
but,
should have
you
made
know.
him stronger.
They're double shots right
They
now.
are doubles.
Yeah, yeah.
They're pretty good, man. It tastes like a candy apple to me.
Yeah.
That's what it tastes like.
This is apple juice. What do you?
Great. I think it's not Granny Smith, but there is some sort of, they make caramel apple whiskey.
Oh,
and
okay.
it's
Ooh.
fucking delicious.
I believe that. That's awesome.
It's two dudes on the, it's like Smith and something, I think, and they make a bunch of whiskeys. But I've had caramel apple.
What was that?
What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I don't know if that played through either.
Yeah, it's something. It sounded like a phone or something.
Anyway, caramel apple.
So that's our drink.
Apple.
Sprite and
I like
Crown.
the caramel
Yeah.
apple lollipops.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Well, some of those candies that my baby had in your guys' mugs, they're
Oh yeah.
the weather
Yeah.
Worthington
Oh yeah,
caramel
yeah.
candy apple.
I remember the
Pretty good,
grandparents
man.
always had
Yeah.
some of those
Yeah.
sitting around.
It's like you go to any grandma in church, she's got caramel candy and the strawberry candy.
Or the Werther's original.
Werther's
Yeah, that's what it
original.
is.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm thinking of. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
that
Yeah.
their apple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
You don't even allowed to buy those at the store until you show your grandparent.
Well, that's what I'm
Right,
saying.
I
Yeah,
mean,
you got to have a senior citizen
Yeah.
proof, man.
Yeah.
Like, because you only see grandmas in church with those candies, dude. Like, for real. Oh man, so we've had some losses in the celebrity world.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. Toby
R.I.P.
Keith, man.
Yeah,
Toby
man, dude,
Keith.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
brokenhearted about
Red
that one,
Solo
man. Like,
Cup.
Yeah.
Toby
We should
Keith
have
was
Red
kind of
Solo
like.
Cups.
He was kind of like the fun uncle of country music.
Yeah,
you know what
yeah,
I mean? Like, he
yeah.
really was. Like, he
Yeah.
didn't, he did. I mean, he blasted his patriotism and stuff like that, which is cool. But he was like that uncle you're sneaking beers and shots from him at the party. You know what I mean?
He's the guy that you're like, oh, I want to have a beer with that guy.
right,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd
Bingo.
say one of my favorite songs by him was "I Love This Bar."
Oh yeah, dude,
yeah.
that one's been
It-
played in my house over the last week.
Yeah, I've the Taliban song, because he had that like funny shit too.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
yeah.
guys ever heard that shit. The Taliban song by
I don't
by
know.
Toby Keith.
I don't
It's
think so.
yeah, it's pretty
think I've
funny.
heard
It's
it, maybe.
I'll have
yeah.
to check that
Yeah,
out.
check it out,
too.
check it out, check it out.
That
And,
just sounds fun.
yeah. I'll never smoke weed with Willie again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
So he had like
man.
some serious shit, and then he had some shit like
Oh
that.
yeah,
So like,
yeah.
he used
Like
to-
I said, man.
Yo,
like,
and fuck all them people too that are like, oh, he was, wanted everybody, the
Yeah.
Dixie Chicks and all that.
man.
I mean,
Boy, now
and-
they don't. It's the chicks.
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
you
fuck
know? It's
you.
like fuck
Yeah.
you stupid
Yeah.
bitches. I hope they're watching.
yeah.
Ain't it that I think I've seen something about how Toby was like the first one to sign Taylor Swift. Is that true, or is that just now popping up?
Oh, I
because
don't
of
know.
his
I never
death?
heard that.
I don't think he signed her, but see, I did see something
Found
about
her.
that, and what I read
Right.
is that he was actually one of the ones that discovered her.
Yeah. So maybe
And
not
like,
signed, but like initially
Like she
found
was
her.
playing in Oklahoma, or because he was from Moore, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah,
And I think she was doing like a small little tour before she got big, and he wanted to see what this girl was all about. Yeah, so he was actually one of her first supporters.
Oh,
really.
that's
He's
cool.
got a good eye.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, see how
Did
big
you guys
she
see
is.
Garth Brooks asked to fucking play at his?
They denied him,
farewell? Yeah, and his,
yeah.
his wife was like, "Fuck no."
Now,
Like
Toby
would,
wouldn't
yeah,
want you here.
Yeah, Toby wouldn't want you here. No woke motherfucker is pretty much what she said. I was like, shit.
I mean, I gotta say, dude, I actually went to a Garth Brooks concert a couple of years ago, man, and it was cool because, like, I remember back in like the mid '90s,
He was-
when
yeah,
'90s
yeah,
country music,
yeah.
like Toby Keith was huge, Garth Brooks was
Yeah,
huge,
Alan
again.
Jackson,
Alan
like, that's the shit I grew up with.
dude.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, he put on a hell of a show, but I didn't know that he was like woke.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I mean, whatever. But it's like,
I could separate the artist from the art.
oh,
so,
absolutely, yeah, man, no
like-
doubt. Like,
Yeah, I
mean,
still listen to Michael Jackson, even though he did a little boys.
I mean, he finger did a little kid, but I mean, I love his music.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Yes, allegedly.
I mean, R. Kelly did do that shit. So
Yeah, peed on little
it's
girls,
not
bro.
alleged.
Like,
he did
there's
do
no-
that shit.
I mean, they still have the piss stains on their faces,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Like,
I still listen to him. I mean, he's got some good. You know what I mean?
man, I just couldn't really get into R. Kelly, man. Like,
Hey.
he just, I don't know.
sometimes you got a little bump and grind for the
Well,
wifey. You know what
okay,
I mean?
I think the only song I really liked by him was the one that was in Space Jam.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
believe I
yeah.
can fly.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah,
I can
yeah.
fly.
That
yeah.
song did touch me. He didn't touch me.
I'm sure.
That song
Yeah.
touched me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I liked. when
But
Chappelle Show
yeah,
made
man.
fun of
yeah,
the
So
show
so
and
we
stuff.
lost the fun uncle of country music, and we lost Rocky's inspiration.
Yeah,
man.
Carl Weathers.
Weathers.
Yeah. Shit.
Apollo Creed, man.
The Tiger, fucking Chubbs from Happy Gilmore.
Dude. Yeah. Adam Sandler. I think Adam Sandler posted the most heartfelt tribute to Carl Weathers. Man, that was pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
And but yeah, man, I grew up watching the Rocky movies. I hated Apollo in the first movie, man.
You're supposed to.
Yeah,
exactly.
You're supposed to.
That's what made them good.
Exactly.
Oh, in the fucking Predator 2, you know,
Oh,
he's
just
in,
about to
he
say,
almost
he
forget he's
was
in
in
that
Predator.
fucking movie, too.
I was like, oh,
Colonel
man, Apollo
Dillon.
can't die in Predator. It's Apollo Creed.
He was
man.
kind of an asshole on that one, though, too,
He
though,
was.
you know?
He played a good asshole.
Yeah.
But he was also very inspirational, not just in his movies, but in real life, man. I mean, I thought that.
Yeah.
I mean, how many? Didn't he? He opened up like a boxing school or something, like shortly after the second Rocky movie went big or something. Yeah.
Played for the Raiders.
Yes, he was a Raider. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about
I
that,
didn't
man.
even know
Yeah.
that. Holy shit.
It was kind of weird seeing Weathers on the back of his jersey when it should have said Creed. You know,
Those, what do you guys make of those Creed movies? I liked the first two. Didn't really like the last one.
Well, they got rid of Stallone. They
Well,
didn't even
man,
mention him.
that's-
They
yeah,
didn't
that's why I
say
couldn't
like, hey,
watch the
he's
last
sick.
one,
They
man.
didn't. Like,
yeah, they didn't
say,
even. It's like they didn't even
It was like,
acknowledge.
where
Was
is
it
he?
Creed
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah,
Creed.
it was Creed 3.
I don't think I've seen any of them, to be honest.
Oh, shit.
boxing
Watch the
movies.
first two.
Oh,
The
watch
first two are
The
awesome.
second
Yeah.
one is one of the best boxing movies I've
Oh,
seen.
100%.
I mean, it's just good.
I mean,
There's
it
three
was
fights.
It was like, I mean, Creed 3 is probably one of my, or I'm sorry, Rocky 3.
Yeah.
That's what Creed 2 reminded me.
Yeah,
of,
yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah,
It was
yeah,
just top notch.
It
But I
reminded
couldn't
me
watch
of
the third
more
one,
of,
man. When I found out he was taking Rocky out of his storyline,
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'm done.
Yeah,
I can't do it, man.
I didn't really like it. I mean, it was okay, but it just, I don't know. I didn't feel like it fit
It just
the
didn't have the same
storyline.
vibe to it.
Yeah.
The vibe was gone.
Creed
Yeah.
2 definitely reminded me more of like Rocky 4 because of the whole story.
Ivan
of
Drago,
Russian
yeah,
Dragos
yeah,
in there.
yeah.
I liked
His son is an
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah,
and
the
just-
original, the first Creed was good because that carried the story. It was just like a good movie, and it carried the storyline. Like, oh, Creed's got this illegitimate kid, and they're like, he doesn't even want to go by his, by Creed because he doesn't
Right.
want people to know who his dad
Right,
was
yeah.
and shit. So
Yeah.
you're just like, oh shit, man, that's a good story. And then he's out there trying to get Rocky to help him and
Yeah.
shit. So it's a good story. And the second one was good, but the third one I just couldn't quite like.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you associate that name, Creed, you have to have Stallone. in it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
in some form.
Yeah, they
But
messed
didn't
up.
I thought maybe I couldn't remember because I've slept since then and did a
Yeah.
lot of other things. I thought, but Rocky was sick in Creed 2, so I thought maybe like he died, but then I was like, clearly he didn't, but why didn't they?
But
loop
they didn't
him
even
in?
acknowledge.
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
At least
yeah,
say
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
If that's what you're going to do, at least
You know,
say
at
it.
least have, Creed son taking Rocky's tennis ball and
Yeah,
his
yeah,
fedora to his headstone.
Yeah,
or
or
some shit,
something.
I mean,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
have
yeah.
some involvement. But Stallone wants to do another Rocky movie.
Oh God.
I know. I said the same thing, but
With who playing Rocky? 'Cause it ain't going to be him.
he wants to do it. He wants Rocky to have one more fight.
Oh, we've seen that already.
Well,
Right.
we've seen it 3 times now, dude.
yeah, Rocky.
Like-
Rocky 5.
Rocky
I guess,
5 with Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn.
That's the worst
and then we
one.
did Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
And then, he was about to do something in Creed,
Yeah.
but it's like, come on, man.
In Rocky, he was supposed to die in Rocky 5
Yeah.
against Tommy Gunn.
Right.
Like, it was written in the script that
That's
Tommy
how-
Gunn beats him,
Stallone
and then
wanted him to end that way. Yeah.
imagine if that does right off. They're like, shit, he comes back from the dead. Like,
Yeah.
imagine
Zombie
they
Rocky,
yeah.
man.
They'll have that animated version like they had the Terminator.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah,
digital.
yeah.
Zombie Stallone, man.
Yeah.
But no, man,
fucking wild.
kind of reminds me of like some rock stars, you know what I mean? Like certain actors, they have their favorite characters. Rock stars have their favorite songs.
Yeah.
They just don't know when to stop sometimes. It's
fuck,
like, man,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Ozzy's going to die on stage during
He's
one of
not
these
touring
months.
anymore. He can't be.
He's doing 2 more shows in Birmingham. That's where he
Yeah.
was born and raised. And so he's doing 2 more shows at some venue in Birmingham.
Party
and
in
then he's
Alabama.
done. That's how he wants to say goodbye.
Oh,
but
yeah.
he did say straight up, he's like, even if I die on the first show, at least I'll be on stage. So got to give shout out to
That's what I
Ozzy
said
Osbourne
during our
for that
Halloween
life,
thing
man.
is that
Yeah.
he's going to go out on stage and be doing what he loves. And
Yes.
A big bat's gonna come out and bite his head off.
Bite his head off. There you go.
You can do it, Ozzy. You can bite his fucking head off.
That's awesome, dude.
little Nicky.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's cool, man. Right on. So what else are we?
Carl Weathers was also.
Oh man, Carl
the
Weathers.
Star
Yes.
Wars Mandalorian. show.
Yeah, shit, I forgot
yeah,
that.
Grief
Yeah.
Karga was his name or something.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was like, I don't know, helping out the Mandalorian. With
I
his
forgot that he was even a part of that, man.
Yeah.
I never
That's
even.
really
I don't think
awesome.
I've never watched The Mandalorian. I'm not.
I watched the first season, and I
Yeah.
do remember Carl
Yeah,
Weathers
he's in
in
there.
it. That was pretty cool, man.
He's like a leader,
Yeah,
official
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
yeah.
Eric, we are drinking Crown Apple Sprite.
Sprite Royal is
Sprite
the name
Royal
of
is
it.
the name. Okay, I didn't know the
Yeah, a little
official.
Crown Apple and Sprite. You know?
No more screwdrivers
never-
for you, Eric.
No
You guys
more
never-
screwdrivers.
You guys never had it before?
No,
Oh, really?
I like it.
This is a first for me, but I really dig on
Yeah.
it.
I've had a
I'm
Crown
usually-
and lemonade before,
yeah.
but
I usually drink rum or vodka. I've never really been a whiskey man, but I do want to try the new Crown, the black.
I saw that. Yeah, I was like, shit, I'm about to have to try.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I've
the
gone through.
blackberry.
Yeah, like everybody, I feel like I've gone through phases in my life.
Oh,
You know,
for
when I
sure,
first, when you're first like 16, 18 years old and you start drinking, you're fucking. It's wild fucking
It's a shit
turkey.
show.
It's
Oh,
fucking
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah, oh, yeah. That makes
You're
Yeah.
mixing creamy drinks with
Southern
booze
Comfort,
and-
man. I can't. If I
Southern.
smell Southern Comfort, my stomach.
I'll
turns.
shit myself
Yeah.
if I smell Southern
yeah,
Comfort.
Fireball.
That's bad news.
Yeah,
I cannot
Fireball,
stand
yeah.
Fireball.
Went through like a Jaeger bomb phase. Then
Yeah.
Went
Oh,
through a
the Jaeger, yeah.
Rumble mints.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that minty
Listerine.
peppermint.
I just threw up on my nose a little bit, bro.
Went through a.
That's rough, boy.
I went through a rum phase. I was drinking like shit ton of Captain Morgan and
I'd like
a lot of people love Captain. I love Captain.
It's got that vanilla.
But Sailor Jerry, dude,
Yeah,
there's just something
yeah,
about
yeah.
Sailor
I
Jerry
went through a
that
lot
just
of
makes
that.
it, man.
yeah. I haven't. The last time I drank a lot of rum. It's weird because like I hadn't drank rum in a long time, and then me and my wife went to Florida in May. And that's how I was like, well, fuck, we're on the beach. Might as well drink
Yeah,
rum.
yeah.
Like whiskey doesn't sound good on the beach.
You gotta
to me.
drink rum
Like,
on the
so we
beach,
just
bro,
fucking
yeah.
bought a bottle of rum
Yeah.
and we would drink. I was like, but then I go home and I try to drink rum. I'm like, this doesn't seem the same to me. Like I can't drink it. I got to be on the beach. So, sorry, it's a beach only drink.
My family and I, we were on a cruise a couple weeks ago, and it was awesome, man. We were on the Carnival Glory cruise ship. It was pretty awesome, and I was telling Todd and George earlier that I kept seeing, like, on the little rum bars, on the main decks and stuff, it said $4 doubles. It's like, oh, hell yeah. I'll have a few $4 doubles, $12.
Redbeard is
That's
yeah,
a big thing, And, well, I learned after I signed my ticket that it was $4 extra
Shit.
for doubles. So
What was the regular? Like
Cha-ching.
$8?
I don't know, man. I was a little
Yeah.
drunk, but Mama grounded me pretty quick on that cruise ship, bro.
It ended up being like $10, $12 a drink.
I
Basically.
signed a $47 ticket, man. I was like, oh, what? How's that $47?
I only had 2 drinks.
3 to be exact.
Yeah, 3. Yeah, so Mama grounded me pretty quick. I barely got a souvenir.
I went to you guys ever tried Terramana?
Nope.
The Rocks tequila?
No.
Oh man, it's fucking that's some shit. It's pretty good. That's
Yeah.
I don't like a whole lot of tequila, but that tequila he has.
I
is
see your
pretty
lips
fucking
getting
good.
wet.
Yeah.
It got me good, bro.
I was like, oh, that's probably what I'm gonna drink for the Super Bowl tomorrow.
Right on.
So the last time I don't get a real shitty at all anymore. Like I just
Yeah, we try not.
too
Grow out of
old. You
it.
know what I mean?
Yeah,
It takes
Yeah,
a day.
I
Takes
still
a day
get
or two
pretty
to
shitty.
recover, right? Well, I
I try not to, but
yeah,
you
the
know.
day the Packers clinched, I think they beat the Cowboys and clinched the playoffs. Actually, or they beat the Bears to get the playoffs, and I mean, I was
you were
fucking hammered, fucking drunk. I was just shit ton of fucking tequila. Terramana. I was fucking drunk off my ass. I forgot. So I forgot I had a job interview the next fucking day.
No.
Luckily, it was over fucking Zoom. And
nice.
So I was still fucking hungover doing the interview. Got the fucking job. So it's my new job that I just recently got. Took over where I work at, but I was fucking hungover as shit during the job interview because I was like, fuck, I forgot.
Way to pull through. Way to pull through. Clutch.
Yeah.
So like right before I started my new job, me and some friends went to a metal concert.
Oh, yeah.
I was just headbanging, got drunk as shit, hardcore. I go in the next day, got to change tires and shit. And dude, my neck is so fucking
shit.
sore.
Who'd you guys see?
I believe it.
Avatar.
Okay.
It's like a Swedish rock band, but they go pretty hardcore. So
I just went and saw Metallica back when they were in St. Louis the last
way,
time.
dude.
Yeah,
Did
yeah.
you really?
That's-
How was that, man?
They were pretty good. I mean, for old, people that are about to hang
Right.
it up,
Yeah.
sure, maybe possibly hang it up, right? They were pretty good. Let's see. I went the second night. So the first, they had 2 nights, Saturday or Friday,
Wasn't
Saturday.
Pantera?
So I missed the Pantera show. They were the night before. So
man.
they had the first night, I think it was somebody and Pantera and then Metallica. And then when the night I went, it was
Death Punch was with them. I think, wasn't it?
Five Finger Death Punch.
Yeah.
But there's some other weird Ice Nine Kills was like
Ice Nine Kills,
who I'd
okay,
never
man.
fucking heard of. They got great stage presence. I
Yes.
mean, their stage presence
Yes.
absolutely fucking killed it. But the fuck they're singing about, I have no fucking idea.
No, and that's why. Okay, so I like Ice Nine Kills. They're pretty cool. They have collaborated with Twisted.
Yeah.
Over the last few years.
Okay.
And if you know Twisted, they were back with Psychopathic with
Yeah,
ICP,
yeah, yeah.
you know, and then they left and started MNE Productions. And but yeah, they collaborated with Ice Nine Kills, and I couldn't really understand what they were talking about,
Yeah,
but I was vibing with it. You
I
know
mean,
what
there's
mean?
like
it was,
as far
it
as
was
like
pretty
a,
cool, man.
like a band that I was like, oh, I never fucking heard of them, but like I was like, they're about to murder everybody because they got chainsaws on the fucking.
Yeah, they're wild, man. They really are wild.
Like, as far as like stage presence, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I would like their stage and what they did was better than Five Finger Death Punch to me. I wasn't impressed with them at all.
The Death
like,
Punch, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a fan of Death Punch. I like their older stuff.
Yeah.
Like when they first came out, they were raw, they were pure. This was and they reminded me of like old Pantera, you know, when Dimebag and Vinny were still alive, you know. And but it seems like I don't know, the new metal and Slipknot, Korn, if you guys are watching this, no offense, they've gotten soft.
Yeah.
And it's like the new metal isn't the way it was back in the late 90s, early 2000s. And
I saw Korn live. And
I love Korn. As soon as you said Korn,
yeah,
I was
they
like,
put on a hell of a show.
they do, man.
you
I
kind
got
of look like the bass player from Korn.
I was gonna say, man, he kind of looks like Fieldy.
Fieldy?
Doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
That's
like,
the first time I ever got that in my life.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's the kind of vibe I was getting from him.
Get some braids.
Yeah, yeah.
You're there.
I got to take my son to go see Korn back in 21, and they were phenomenal, man.
I saw him in 2020.
They
down
were
in Springfield.
phenomenal. Yeah, we'll see. We saw him at JQA.
Yeah, that's where I saw him too, right before the pandemic.
Right
I
on.
think, Yeah.
So
yeah,
we're at the same show.
It's kind of crazy because I took my wife to go see
Breaking Benjamin open up for him?
No,
That's who opened up for him when I went. So it was a different show.
we saw. Okay, it was. Have you ever heard of the band Code Orange?
Nah.
Dude, they are rough. I mean, like it was
way or a
like
bad way.
I mean, they were awesome. Don't get me wrong, but they were rough. And then, okay, so you had Code Orange, who these guys growling, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Chevelle came out after them, and it was like being at church compared to Code Orange, you know. And then 30 minutes later, man, we're in the row that's behind the gate, you know, we're right in front of the pit.
Yeah.
You know, but it's gated. So you had the seats, then you had the pit, and then And then all of a sudden, man, you hear Fieldy thumping that bass, dude.
Yeah.
And
Refill
it was
segment.
Oh man, it just drilled right through me, man. I've seen Korn twice. The first time I saw him was in 2013, and Rob Zombie opened up for Korn.
That's what's awesome.
That was actually the last
awesome
time I
show.
got to see Rob Zombie. I've seen him 3 times. And Rob Zombie is like a fine wine. He just gets better and better with age. Kind of like the Coop, Alice Cooper, Aerosmith. I mean, anyway. But Korn, second favorite concert.
Yeah.
I mean, they put
take
on
some
a
of
hell of a
those.
show, man.
Concerts? Oh, yeah. Whenever you're ready, let me know.
I'll take one more.
Yeah.
The worst. So it's Metallica. So then Metallica was pretty good in himself. I mean,
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to
no, you're
carry
good.
away from
No, you're
Metallica.
good. No, you're good. You're good. They were pretty good, but it made me, what you were just talking about made me think the worst fucking concert I've ever been to was a Perfect Circle.
Oh,
Absolute
yeah.
fucking shit.
Yeah.
Just
Boring.
fucking boring.
Yeah.
Fucking. I mean,
That's the way I
drawn
felt about
out.
Chevelle.
like.
Chevelle
So,
just they about
You,
put
and
me to
they do the
sleep.
same thing for Tool because Maynard's the lead singer
Oh
of
yeah,
both,
Tool.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wasn't Tool. I was going to see Perfect Circle, but but they don't allow your phone. Like
Yeah.
no fuck. And then Maynard's like in the fucking back with his fucking head down, like just staring, and he's just like this, like, and you can't fucking see him.
Yeah.
And he just stands there the whole time. Yeah. I'm like, this is fucking lame, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
yeah. No, I feel that,
Like,
man. That's how Chevelle was. Like, because
Yeah.
you went from raw and gritty to falling asleep in church while Chevelle played.
Yeah.
And then you wake back up when Korn hits, man. Like, that
fucking
was,
Jonathan Davis was coming out with the bagpipes. Did he
dude,
do that
I got
shit?
to see that live,
yeah,
bro.
yeah,
that
that's
was so fucking
insane,
cool, man.
yeah.
JD, man, he is
Still got it.
I mean, dude,
Yeah.
he's not skipped a beat, man. I
No.
mean, these
you, sir.
guys are in
Appreciate
their early to mid 50s,
Yeah.
and I mean, that's what gives me hope is
Yeah.
to see Korn creating new fan bases over new generations, and they're going to keep it going, man, because Korn's never going away. They said that we're here to stay,
Wait,
you
let
know.
me see
So
Yeah,
that gives
Let me
me
see
hope.
that.
and they're still pretty good. Like they still put out good music, and
Yeah.
they're still live.
I mean, they're keeping up with the time.
Yeah.
You know, music, new metal, all music genres have evolved over the years.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but Korn still has that, we're here in your face. You're going to get skull fucked tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some of
Lord
the-
have
I
mercy.
already know what this.
some
Put
of
me a little
the
caramel in there.
You want to hit?
no, I'm
You
good. Some of the best concerts I've been to. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, Pearl Jam.
Oh,
That'd be awesome.
Loved
I'm jealous
Oh,
of
yeah,
that
Pearl
one,
Pearl
dude.
Jam.
I'm
yeah.
jealous of that one.
Yeah. Tenacious D. Saw them.
I love
Get the
Jack
fuck
Black.
out of
Yeah.
here.
Rage
When did
Cage,
you see Tenacious D, man?
awesome.
Last fall. So 20, not 23, but 22 fall.
So
Where
recently,
were they at?
still.
In Iowa.
Oh,
So-
really? Wow.
Yeah, they went. It was great. So John Lively, shout out Lively Inc. We went together, and actually before we went, so we were big Tenacious D fans growing up.
Absolutely.
We
yeah.
loved the Pick a Destiny movie, right?
Yeah.
Watched it all the time.
Kielbasa.
Yeah. My Kia pasta sausage has got to perform.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Wonder Boy.
Yeah. So before we go, he tattooed to knock on my ass.
Oh, no way.
And-
Okay, hold up.
And then
hold
I
up.
tattooed.
No.
No,
I
hold
tattooed Acious D on his ass. Never tattooed any in my life, but I tattooed the tattoo
Okay,
artist.
so you're telling me that you have JB's tattoo
Yep.
and he has
Kyle Gass.
Kyle Gass tattoo.
And tattooed them
Okay,
on each other.
how far down your ass is this tattoo?
I mean,
'Cause
it's.
I got to see this tattoo,
I'll show it to you.
Let's see it.
Oh, fuck.
Let me-
Here we go.
I got to
trying to
see
remember
this
which
tattoo, bro. I got to see this. Dude, he's got it, bro.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Oh, my God. A first
No
podcast.
way, bro.
Oh, my God.
Dude, tattoo of the century, brother. Okay. Here's what's fucked up,
I
man.
have this tattoo, and I'll prove it.
I have always thought about getting that tattoo with somebody.
Yeah.
You know, like
All right, Caleb, let's do it.
We got to, bro. Are you cool with that? I mean, I'm taking your tattoo.
That's your guys' friendship.
We got to do something, bro. Like this. I love you. That is the coolest fucking tattoo.
So that
ever.
was always our fucking goal. Like we were, like I said, we'd Tenacious D. So
yes.
I was so like the last time he was tattooing me, I was like, "Am I still the last person that ever tattooed you?" You know what I mean? Like he's tattooing everybody every day.
Right.
I was like, "You're my one and only." And then,
It's special.
That is too.
I tell
cool,
them all the time,
man.
if anybody ever comes in and wants, their ass tattooed with shitty ass lettering, I tell them you got a guy.
That's actually what me and the old lady did for one of our
man.
anniversaries. Is we actually tattooed each other.
Yeah.
and neither of us are tattoo artists.
Oh, that's what's up.
Her brother is, so that's how we got the equipment.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That
I've
is too
tattooed
cool,
one
man.
person too. So
That is too cool.
That's
I've
what's up.
tattooed a few people. I'm not good, but
Yeah.
my mama, she's my biggest, one of my biggest supporters.
Yeah.
I've given my mom 2 tattoos. She brags about them. I think they look like shit, but she'll be like, "My son did that," So
Like, don't tell Mom. Don't tell him I did that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Shout out Matt Baker. Hello,
So-
buddy. How
Yeah,
you
we,
doing tonight?
So we drove up, and my family's originally from Iowa, and my 2 cousins, and we just
Okay, right on.
we all 4 went to the concert, and I mean they fucking played all the hits. And
dude,
just-
they are just Kyle Gass and Jack Black, man. I mean, I see some of these rock stars that these huge stars, man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're needing oxygen tanks in the back when they go for their break. That's what Axl Rose has to do now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those guys just don't fucking stop.
Now,
man.
and they're genuine dudes. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Just
Yeah,
like
absolutely,
genuine
man.
fun
Yeah,
guys.
they're
And
just-
like, Kyle they can both really fucking play.
Yeah,
like
dude.
that's what's
They-
great. Like
they-
you're like, oh, Tenacious. Like if you listen to like what they're fucking doing, they
Right.
fucking can play.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So it's fun with the tattoo though. So like we were at the bar, and we were kind of fucking hammered at that point in time. We were like walking in there. I was wearing a Tenacious D shirt, and the guy was like, "Oh, nice shirt, man. We just saw him." I was like, "Yeah, we did." I was like, "Hey, me and my buddy, we got our tattoo. Like, can we see it?" And we fucking just whip her out our asses, put them together right in front of everybody at the
Dude,
bar. So
that
Just
is
like
too
we
cool,
just
man.
saw here
And
on
we-
the podcast.
We actually, so I tagged Kyle Gass on his Instagram, and he reposted
No
the tattoo
way, dude.
on Kyle Gass's
That is
Instagram.
cool,
Nice.
bro.
Yeah.
That is
That is
rock
awesome.
star
So,
shit, man.
yeah, it was cool.
That is awesome.
So
man.
explain this football.
Yeah, let's talk
Oh,
about
here
the
we
football
go.
for a
I
minute.
mean, so
when Nick Bodkins brings a football, he brings a fucking football.
Yeah,
Let me
guys,
tell you.
this is no ordinary football.
yeah,
man.
so the football again. I was talking about Dan Harris earlier, and he started the Let's Talk Sports Network. And shout out to everybody on the network. And
Yeah.
we've been doing this, carrying his memory. So when he was getting sick, Dan. First of all, this is the type of person I never met. Dan. In fact, he lives in England. That's where he lived. And he was confined to his house. Didn't leave his house for like 2-3 years. So he starting the network and talking sports is how he have conversations with people.
Right.
And he was confined to a wheelchair his whole life. Had like cerebral palsy, all types of shit. And so it's me and him doing a show together. Obviously, 2 different types of people, right? Like he's very, but witty, man. This motherfucker could chop it up and was witty with people, but it would just be, ha ha, type
Right,
shit.
yeah.
And it's like, here I am
Yeah.
with this fucking bundle of energy, joy, and just whatever. And so he would always send I have like 7 kids between me and my wife, and together, and he would send all my kids birthday presents in the year
man,
plus.
that's awesome.
Anytime my wife was in the hospital with like health problems or like shit like that, would send shit. My birthday would send me stuff. Christmases send us stuff.
That's
like
cool, brother.
he would send a whole family. Like you know what I mean? Like never met the guy. Like never. He never even saw a picture of him. Couldn't tell you what he looked like. Right. And then as he was getting sick, he knew time was ending, and he sent a bunch of us stuff. And he sent me this Aaron Rodgers signed football. So I always put it in my studio on our shows.
cool,
and
bro.
every one of the guys on the LTS show, he sent them a jersey or something signed by their favorite team.
yeah.
Tanner got a signed Patrick Mahomes jersey.
Awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Scott Cobe got a signed Tom Brady jersey. And Johnny got 2 signed jerseys. One was a 2, and I think Javon Holland or somebody like that. He's got some signed jerseys. And Dan would send us all, and he always would text us, or at least once, twice a week to everybody, and we would text, And then, as we before he passed, you're supposed to be writing letters to him, right? He wrote a letter to me and a couple of about 8 of us about just what we meant to him and who we are. And he always says like I'm the heel, because like especially during fantasy football, I would cut promos on everybody, just talk. I'm a mad shit talker. It's just who I am. You know what I mean? I love talking shit to people, but I expect it in return. And I always tell people I kid because I love. Like if I'm not fucking with you like that, like if I'm not fucking around and joking with you, then I don't like you. Like,
Todd.
Like if I can't bust your balls, then and you can't bust my balls, then we're probably not friends. You know what I mean?
Nick, go fuck yourself.
You know what I mean? Like, fuck you too, man. So like, it's
precisely.
It's just how that's how I was raised, though. So like, I was kid like, hey man, like don't take anything I say personally, because I never mean any ill will towards anybody, man. Like I really don't. Like I try to be genuine and nice to everybody, but I do like busting balls, and like he is just like always be the heel that you are. That was kind of like his thing to me. So I'm always trying to be my own personality, my own self.
Cool, man.
So
That's the way to
we love it.
Yeah. Just try to and that's when it comes to podcasts. Don't be anybody that you're not. Like,
exactly.
Who I am on my podcast is who I am in real life. Now, do I amp it up, or do I try to find things that are going to be a little bit more entertaining? Absolutely, right? Because
that's the business.
I don't want somebody to be like, "Well, that shit's fucking boring." You know what I mean? Like, that's not what I want to do. I want people to have fun. Like I want to be like, "Hey, I got fucking 30, 40 minutes, an hour to spare. Like, let me put this fucking guy on and see what dumb shit and how many F-bombs he's gonna rattle off."
We need to put an F-bomb counter.
Like in South Park.
I'm trying to count how many times "fuck" has been said now.
They did that in Scarface too. They had like a fuck counter.
That's my go-to, and you know. Luckily, my kids have never like went to school and got in trouble for saying fuck, but they also don't ever correct me because they just know that's the way I fucking talk,
I feel that.
Dad's just fucking crazy.
That's my girls. Yeah, they tell me how crazy I am every day.
Okay,
that's awesome.
I think we got someone in here that knows you. Do you know Michael? Is that you?
Oh, that's my brother Michael Sebastian, man. Look at the big ugly fucker on the very left. He wears a fake beard. Don't let him fool you. LOL. Love you.
Fake.
Yeah,
it's
I love you
fake.
too, bub. Yeah, go fuck yourself. How about that?
Feels good.
I love you, Michael. Thanks for coming in, bub.
All right. So, Super Bowl tomorrow, guys.
Dun, 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 dun.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Predictions, scores.
Who you guys going
So
for?
I'm just want to. I'm not going to make a prediction because I got something cooked up for my own show.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I do got. I don't want to give out my pick yet because I got. So last year, quick story behind this. Last year, so me and Tanner made a bet. So like I'm a Packers fan, but I love Joe Burrow. Like I just was, and I was like, and so we made a bet. On the AFC Championship game, if Joe Burrow wins, he has to say Burrow's my daddy on every show that he's on, and has to wear something Bengals.
Yeah.
Well, if the Chiefs won, which they did, I would wear a Chiefs shirt and a beanie,
right?
Or a Chiefs shirt, and I would say home of the Chiefs.
Okay.
So we get to the picks last year. And I fucking I've been here for 2 fucking weeks counting all this Chief shits and so then and I was going on people's shows and people I thought you were a Packers fan. Like I'm like, I am. This is a fucking bet. Like any show I was on, not even just ours, like any show I was rocking in it, and I was saying home of the Chiefs. Like I'm a man of my word. It didn't matter what show I was on, right? Yeah. So then, last year, I fucking make my pick, and I ripped the fucking shirt. I'm like, I'm going for the fucking Eagles. I have a dog, and if you watch my show, I have a dog mask that I put on because I give out Dog of the Week.
Right.
And so I put the dog, and I'm like, I'm going with the dogs, the Eagles. So, everybody lost their shit. It was funny. So, I'm like, this year, I'm like, shit, man, I got to top. I'm trying to top that, right? How do you top something crazy? And that was kind of. The minute we made that bet and I knew I lost, I knew that was what I was going to do.
Right.
And my wife's like, don't be spending $24 on a shirt. Just kind of, that wife type thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
oh, yeah.
She kind of got the gag and supported it nonetheless. And,
that's cool.
So this year I got something cooked. I cooked up something a little special
right
that I'm
on,
going to
man.
do tomorrow
Awesome.
for the
Hell
pick.
yeah,
so.
dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have to tune in for
Tune
that one
in,
for sure,
12
man.
Central, 1 Eastern on the Let's Talk Sports Network. The Let's Talk Sports show presents the Super Duper Super Bowl special show.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, right on,
that's a
dude.
tongue twister.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
It's like the Mega Bowl. It's
That
the Mega
sounded like
Bowl.
some Tenacious D lyrics
Exactly.
right there, bro. For real.
We'll be there. We'll join you.
It's the
absolutely.
Mega Bowl.
Yeah,
It's the
man.
we'll
Mega
hop
Bowl.
in the chat. We'll say what's up.
Well, being from here, I'm gonna have to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I mean, we got it right
We
here.
got
I
it
mean,
right here.
Chiefs.
32-14.
32.
Chiefs
You
win.
think it's going to be that a blowout?
I think so. I think it's going to be a blowout.
Why?
That's just my why?
Yeah.
Well,
Chiefs defense.
I think this is just one of those moments where Patrick Mahomes, he sits in his dark circle with the pentagram around him, and he asks the dark
You know what
Lord.
me and Mahomes got a lot in common?
Yeah?
Yeah, both our dads got multiple DUIs. So
Oh, God. Man, he did not need all these distractions before the big game.
the
man.
problem
It's
is
messed up.
Mahomes' dad's way behind my dad. My dad got 3 in a week one time. This motherfucker got 3 in 3 years. or
Yeah,
some shit.
dude. Now, okay, so Patrick Mahomes Sr. is actually getting a lot of heat
Yeah,
because
that's
he's
what
not
we're
going to
saying.
be sitting in the Swifty
No,
box at the
no.
Super
no.
Bowl.
He's in jail, I think,
Yeah.
still.
Is he in jail?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty
He's in
sure. I don't
trouble.
know.
I
He got
I'm
3
pretty sure.
DUIs. He just got a DUI last weekend.
Anyway.
Did he really?
Yeah.
That's what I was saying.
That's why.
He doesn't need all this.
Yeah.
See, I don't
coming
know
into the
this
big
shit.
I'm
game.
informing you, so you're not making this
Okay,
extra.
so that would explain why Patrick sits in his dark circle, prays to the dark Lord. Okay, I need that money to get my dad out of jail so he can be there at the Super Bowl, man.
But yeah, I'm going Chiefs. I'm gonna say 28-23. That's my score. I think.
I think you're
but
closer.
it's
Like I think it's going to be
Okay.
a closer game. I just do. I think both defenses are really good.
Yeah, and I'm not discrediting the Niners at all. I
Yeah.
mean, they've had a hell of a season. They're
Yeah.
there. I mean, what this is the
CMC,
isn't this like
Christian
how many
McCaffrey is
years since
amazing.
they've been in the Super Bowl?
Well,
4.
they were just
That's a
in the Super
rematch.
Bowl. 2020?
Okay,
2020.
so about
Right.
4 years ago.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Well, the Chiefs and the 49ers played 4 years ago.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
well, that's
yeah,
true. Yeah.
It's a rematch,
Okay.
pretty much.
That's
but
when the
different
Chiefs
players.
first won their first Super. Well, there's
Yeah.
in this reign of the Mahomes era. That's when they won
Oh,
their
okay,
first one.
okay.
Right?
Hello, George and Kay Young. Those are my folks.
oh, hello.
Yes, the beards are real, and yes, I do use my beard scrubber. that
The beards are
They
real.
gave me
I
for
promise.
Christmas.
It's
And we've
not
all
coming
got-
off.
Show 'em
It's
your
real.
beards. Show 'em your
I
beards.
mean, you guys is way longer than mine is.
That's beautiful, though, man. You're,
it's not.
you're a gray fox, baby. Look at
Oh,
that.
I mean,
gray
it's
in
great.
there. There you
Hey,
go. Yeah.
you know, my kids,
I got gray.
my kids always say they're like, "Dad, you got gray in your beard." I said, "I didn't have a single gray in my fucking beard till I met you." So,
Okay, so my baby, my youngest, she always likes to point out the white hairs that show up.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
what she does. Yank, yank.
Yank.
She starts pulling them things
Oh, yeah,
out.
yeah.
You know,
My lady calls
Dad,
it
I
salt
don't
and
like your
pepper.
gray. I don't
wouldn't
like
have
your
any
gray. I said,
left
well,
in the front.
stop causing them.
Yeah,
Stop causing
that's-
my
hey,
gray
yeah.
hair.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's cool, man.
Oh,
right on.
kids these days,
Kids,
I tell
I
you
tell
what,
ya.
boys.
We sound like a bunch of old fuckers bitching about kids these days. You know, they were bitching about us too.
Exactly,
You know?
exactly.
I don't have a real good prediction for like who's. I think the Chiefs are going to win, but I couldn't tell you numbers. I don't have a fucking.
Just
single
throw
clue.
one out. Who cares?
I like hot wings, man.
I like.
Okay, well, then let's talk football food.
I hope both teams have fun. You know.
I hope they have a blast. I like the Super Bowls. I like the food and the drink. And
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Hope both teams have fun.
hope they both.
Well, they're
Yeah.
definitely going to both be going.
I saw that meme, dude. The bitch is wearing the shirt. When you know nothing about football, I hope both teams have fun.
Yeah.
That's cool,
Well,
man.
they're going to Vegas. They're definitely going to paint the
Oh
town
yeah, they're
red.
definitely
I
gonna have a
mean,
good time.
Well, they've been there all week. So,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which
Shout
is
out
wild
Lance.
because you haven't heard any like crazy ass stories about any of the players or any. You know what I mean? Like Peyton and Town.
That's
you
what
know
I was getting ready to
Like,
ask. How hungover do you think Travis Kelce's going to be tomorrow?
So tonight they're buckled in. You know what I mean? They're professionals.
So?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
now you win tomorrow. How hungover are you gonna be on Mondays?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
That'll
Especially if the Chiefs win.
Yeah.
And
well, if his brother's any kind of gauge on
oh gosh, dude, Jason Kelce, he is my spirit.
Yeah,
animal,
he's a
bro.
dude's dude.
He really is, man.
Yeah.
He really is, Jason Kelce. I'm really happy for him, though, man. He's talking about retirement. You know, he's had a great run.
Hall of Famer.
Hell of a player, man. I mean, so shout out to Jason Kelce for, this is it. So that's pretty cool, man. But yeah, he is my spirit animal. I want to be a great Yeti like Jason Kelce.
I think
100%.
I like both. I don't have a problem really with the Chiefs, other than some of y'all's like the fans, and that's really just because a lot of newcomer Johnny Come Lately fans, you know. You know, where I'm like, well, where the fuck were you at? Like, 6 years ago? And then I know real diehard. Like I said, I grew up here, so like I know real diehard Chiefs. Like they've been through the shit. And now you're you fucking won a few, and shut up now. Please.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, and
I think if I didn't live here in Missouri, you know what I mean, wouldn't be as bad. But it's the fact I live here.
Shout out Lance. Hello, sir. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello, Lance.
What up, Lance?
Green Bowl Packers.
So you were talking about chicken wings. Let's talk about our favorite football foods. Like, what are you eating tomorrow?
Hot wings, Smokies, beer.
Nachos. We said nachos.
Nachos, baby.
Yeah, man.
Cheese dip, Mama's cheese dip.
A whole mess of nachos.
And barbecue Little Smokies, man. That's where it's at. In
Those
my
things
world.
give me gas, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude, you better. Yeah, y'all don't want me here for the next couple of years. I'll tell you that, bro, for real. But no, man, cheese dip has always been one of our go-tos.
Pizza's always, football pizza is always a deal.
Yeah. Have you guys seen what they're doing? Like, I've seen the videos on TikTok where, like, they make a full-blown snack bar, man. Like, the field, they make, like, an actual football field. Have you seen that shit?
Yeah.
And, like, the field is, like, a huge nacho plate, and then like the stands, they're using like popcorn buckets and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like got M&Ms in one, pretzels in the other, chips in the other. It's like I want to go to this cul-de-sac and have a football party, man. You know what I mean? Like,
so
damn,
chicken wings,
bro. Chicken wings.
Favorite flavored chicken wings. What do y'all got?
Oh man,
buffalo
I got
wings.
that.
I like the buffalo wings.
See.
Asian zing.
Asian zing. That's my. Yes.
I like garlic parmesan. It's not too bad too.
That's good too.
I like it
That's
wet,
too.
not dry though.
Yeah.
It's got to be wet.
And I'm a pussy. I gotta have boneless, man.
I can do both.
I gotta have boneless.
Those are chicken nuggets.
It just
they
depends.
wings.
It depends. Like I like both, but so like I host trivia down here at Route 66 Taco and Wing Company.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Randall's and the boys over there. And so any Tuesday, if you guys are in the area, come on down and host trivia down there.
Yeah, definitely.
And they got fucking fire ass wings. So they always. I get free dinner, so sometimes I get the wings. But I'm boneless that night because like I'm trying to fucking eat and then go about my business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like I will never doubt somebody that says they're like boneless.
I gotta be boneless, man.
I do like bone in, but you know what I mean. So does she. So
I like food.
That's what she said.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's understandable. I mean, you're trying to host a trivia night.
Yeah. I'm trying to eat and then I got to set up and shit. So
Right on.
Yeah.
We eat tacos there a lot. So
man, their food's fire, dude.
Oh fuck yeah, I love their tacos. Yeah. Like the elk taco's my favorite.
Yeah.
What's your favorite meat in tacos?
Beef, but I like elk.
Dude,
from
I
the
love
taco
a good
place.
Fish taco. Baby.
Yeah, fish tacos are fucking fire, dude.
I'm not big into
I'm
fish
gonna
tacos.
say beef, but
man.
fish tacos.
We make fish tacos at home all the time.
Do you really? Oh man, I love
I'll
fish
get some
tacos,
tilapia
man.
and just fucking put them in the oven.
Yep.
And then we make it's like a It's like a Taco Bell type sauce. It's like mixed with sriracha and shit. My wife
Okay,
makes
kind of
it.
like a spicy sauce.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and we fucking put that on the tortilla, a little lettuce, tomato. It's fucking fire.
man, fish
I'm
tacos,
getting
dude.
hungry. Tacos.
Oh man, yeah, I'm starting to be like, I'm starving my left nipple off talking about tacos and
Yeah,
shit,
fish
bro.
tacos is.
Yeah, fish tacos, man. Now, I mean, like the other day, we had the traditional beef tacos and stuff like that the other day, But man, barbecue chicken tacos and fish tacos, you can't beat it, man.
Yeah, chicken tacos.
And like you said, that's tilapia, man. That's what we use whenever I've made fish tacos before.
I like it all, man. I even like the shrimp tacos.
Oh
man.
yeah,
It's
dude,
just-
you give me some shrimp.
I love Mexican food. Period.
They
man.
got
It's delicious.
down there. They got a good surf and turf burrito. It's pretty fucking.
Oh
good.
shit, that sounds dope.
Yeah,
I got a buddy that's real into
dope, dude.
grilling, and he'll take just a whole block of cream cheese and he'll
Lord.
season it. And now I'm not talking about him either. I'm talking about another friend, but he'll smoke it and it's just use it as a cheese dip, and it's
We
killer.
better
That
Smoked
sounds
cheese
awesome, dude.
Yeah,
that sounds fire.
oh, it's
Well,
killer.
Well, at the game night, Eric smoked
Yeah, Eric
some
did it
cream
too,
cheese.
yeah.
He just had cream cheese, seasoned it, put it in the smoker, man. We ate it with crackers. It was
the first to
delicious.
go
It
out
was
of all
so good.
snacks.
Oh, he did kind of score it, like cut it
Like
a
a
little
pineapple.
bit. Yeah.
So how did you guys meet? How did you guys start this shit?
Okay, so
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I mean, I'll
Yeah,
be
go
the
ahead.
host of it,
story.
you know
I'll
what
tell
I
the
mean?
story.
I
you said
started
you were-
at I started at a factory, and I probably ran into this fool 3 or 4 times, and I'm just real
I'd walk
quiet and
past
shy.
him,
So he's talked to me about tattoos before, and I'm just like glitch out like thanks, and just walk away.
Get away from me, weirdo!
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Right. It wasn't until we started working together that we could actually kind of start bullshitting a little bit, and that's how we met. So
Yeah.
work.
Oh, okay.
The way this all started,
The whole
was,
podcast, yeah.
a guy that I had talked to many times,
Which is going to be on the podcast the 24th of this month. So
Can we mention his name?
Yeah,
Is that
absolutely,
okay?
yeah.
Zach Lowry.
Mike Lowry.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Have you ever seen Vikings?
The TV show?
The show?
I know of it, but I would lie to you if I said I watched
This
it.
kid looks like the reincarnated Ragnar Lothbrok. I mean,
with dark hair.
Yeah, dude. I mean, he looks like a fucking Viking. And that's what I called him. I would always just call him Ragnar. I didn't call him by his real name, so it's weird for me saying Zach Lowry.
Yeah.
But we were it's so weird, dude, because
they were just bullshitting in the bathroom about
We
this
were-
random
They were
shit.
checking each other's penises. And they were like, hey, let me see what you got.
Not
going
that
on
weird,
over
not that weird.
we were comparing dicks in the
Checking for
restroom,
ticks.
and
I
we-
walked in there to take a shit. These guys are just bullshitting. So I
Dicks
started.
just hanging out, and you're like, you guys want to start a podcast?
What's up? You got you know what I mean?
If
Two
the
dicks
shoe
and a
fits,
shit. That's
man.
what'll be the name of it.
Well, they were all talking and bullshitting around, and then
Yeah.
It was, you said
There,
it, right?
he was like, "This would be a funny
Right.
podcast, just
Yeah.
friends bullshit."
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I was like, "Well, I got some equipment we can use just to start this." So that's kind of how it started.
And at first,
yeah.
I thought it was just talk.
Yeah.
I didn't really think anything would come of it. But whenever he started working with me at the factory that we were, I'm still, I guess, employed there. He's no.
I wouldn't like to
longer
say I
employed there.
work there, but I'm.
Well, I'm actually on medical leave right
okay,
now.
okay.
I had to have back surgery and stuff,
shit,
and it's probably going to have to happen again because
shit.
another disc has ruptured in my
Damn.
spine. So that's why if you see me moving around quite a bit, that's why I'm moving.
I mean, we're in Placer County. I just figured it's meth. You know?
No, sir. No, sir. Meth.
Shout out Kyle Tacos.
Oh, I thought he was going to say, shout out Kyle, my meth dealer.
no,
Shout out Kyle.
Oh,
my
here, there's
roommate
my
and my
baby.
brother.
There's my wife, Brandy Letterman Nauman. Caleb likes spaghetti tacos.
She called
Yes,
you
I
out,
do.
bro.
I do. Okay, so
That's
I do
weird.
like spaghetti tacos. Is that weird?
What's up, Thomas?
Okay.
What
Here's
is spaghetti tacos?
spaghetti tacos? Okay,
Is
so
it as simple
when
as it sounds?
when my son was little, he watched a program called iCarly with
Yeah.
the girl that was from School of Rock. Her brother would make spaghetti tacos, and so he would make a pot of spaghetti, get tortilla shells, and he would put a spoonful of spaghetti, little mozzarella, a little bit of Parmesan, fold it up like a burrito.
And eat it?
Ah, and I've done that.
I could get behind that.
And it's fucking dope, dude.
Yeah.
Spaghetti tacos is real, and it's awesome. You guys need to try it.
How did you guys bring Weston in then?
So I got brought on.
We met through a mutual friend, yeah.
Yeah, we met at Schwag 50, a musical festival.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was just telling me about the project, and he basically just asked me to come on. And then
So
I met Caleb, and
originally
it
he
was
started
on.
over there
Hit
just
the
kind of
ground
helping us
running.
run the computer while me and Caleb did
I
our
was
thing.
Jamie.
He was Jamie from Joe
Yeah.
Rogan.
Have you seen Joe Rogan? So I was,
Yeah.
And then we just was like, let's get you over here too, you know.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
finally got him over here, and now I run the show.
Well,
from
it
right
kind of
here,
happened
but-
by accident. Like, we had a special that ended up Caleb couldn't make it to, and then I was going to be late. And this was on Friday the 13th last year. But then we
Yeah.
kind of figured out
We can just
how,
run it right
how
here.
we're doing it now.
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah, I
we kind of
gotcha.
figured out a way.
That's what's up.
And yeah,
Okay.
Babe, thank you again for releasing one of my closeted secrets that I like spaghetti tacos.
Next
Thank
thing
you
you
for
know,
that,
you're gonna
babe.
like, he likes a finger in his butthole.
the
Hey.
reach around.
Some
Don't show
things
that
need
comment. Don't show that comment.
Some things need to stay personal, Nick.
It's out there now, but
Yeah, I guess it's out there.
tell
for
us
the
what
world.
else he likes.
Babe, don't comment anymore. I love you.
And then how we met you was through George. So
Yes.
Yeah.
you guys started
Yes.
talking a little bit.
And I'm
TikTok is
I'm
where
so
we-
grateful for this, man. Nick,
What?
I love you.
What did you
I
say?
mean, this is a first date, man. You don't
Yeah,
have to tell
I
me
know,
about
man.
it.
I
mean,
know, but I give my heart away too fast, so don't
Jesus.
break it.
You
man.
know? Yeah.
I want you there when me and Todd get our Tanakh tattoos, bro. You know what I mean?
But no, we had seen each other around, I think,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Pulaski County area. And then, we were liking your stuff on TikTok, and then you message us, and now here we are.
Here we are, man.
yeah.
It's awesome. This has been
Freaking
an
awesome,
awesome
man.
show
Yeah.
so far,
Yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank
no
you so
problem, man.
much, bub.
Speaking of which, we have a couple.
Oh, here
Oh,
we
yes,
go.
we have some gifts.
Gift
for
segment.
Mr. Nick.
Gift
yeah.
segment.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
so we got you some stickers. Definitely
you
a
a
shirt.
Damn.
Every guest gets a shirt. Let me see that thing.
You guys
Yeah,
got
what
it.
is that exactly?
This is the Bodkins.
Is that the mystery gift? Okay,
Okay.
that's
Should
the
we
one you
reveal
were
it
talking
now or
about
right at the
earlier.
end?
Okay.
What should we do?
I'm a little afraid, but what is this?
Yeah.
It's not. It's,
What is it? It's not like a love letter.
It is actually. I
It's
wrote
basically
it. I wrote it personally while I was peeing.
oh wait, condoms are falling out. Oh no.
Hey! I told you to put those away.
But here we go. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Got a
but-
mystery gift. It's got to be a sticker or a
Oh,
a
shit.
Green Bay
Nice,
Packers.
thanks, man.
Oh
I
yes,
appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Packers sticker,
You guys
man.
are.
That's
I mean,
awesome.
this was fun. You
Hell
guys,
yeah.
you guys are cool guys. I'm glad I came down.
I hope you had a good time, man. I hope
fuck
you
yeah.
had fun with us,
Definitely,
dude.
definitely.
I hope we
We'll
can
have
do
to do
this
this
again.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely,
definitely.
brother.
We still have a couple more topics if y'all want to keep going.
Absolutely.
Well, rapid
Let's go,
fire here.
man.
Rapid
All right.
fire.
Boom. We came up with this the other day. Let's just go straight into slushies. Favorite slushies
Oh
flavor?
man, it's got to be ocean water, man.
Ocean
For me,
water?
yeah. Ocean
Man, what
water
is
and a
even
little
in
bit of
that thing?
coconut.
Yeah, coconut. What is
Yeah.
it?
I like cherry ice cream slushy. So
That's
they take the
that
slushy and
sounds
ice
really
cream and
good.
they mix it.
Oh,
It's
right.
really
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
you know. Mix a little rum, like some, with the little.
Okay,
you
so
know
that's what I like in
Yeah.
my ocean
We can add
water.
alcohol.
Okay, if we're adding alcohol, yes.
yeah.
Ocean water with a little drop of coconut and 2 shots of Sailor Jerry. That is my favorite slushy. Babe, I'm sorry. I love you.
I like pretty much anything with like a berry flavor
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Maybe like a lemon berry one too with a little lemonade tang or whatever. I like that.
Like I like a
sounds really
cherry
good, yeah.
raspberry.
Oh,
yeah,
that
that
sounds
sounds
good.
killer.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Anything.
Yeah. Cherry raspberry.
Raspberry's
flavor.
a good one.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
cherry.
I love
also.
anything blackberry, raspberry,
Yeah.
and that's why. Okay, so Nick, the next time we're together,
All right.
we have to have the Crown Blackberry.
Oh, definitely.
I want to try
We'll
that.
have to try that out, man.
I'll drink any Crown, and most of my whiskeys or any alcoholic, it doesn't seem, I just a little splash of Sprite. Like I don't do dark sodas because I don't like Pepsi or Coke.
Yeah.
So anything is just like, well, let me just, even though I'm like, I just mixed 3 fucking alcohols together. I'm like, let me add a splash of Sprite. And then fuck, it's good now.
All the
Give it a
alcohol.
little fizz.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's good now.
That's cool, man.
Like that time I was telling you about the Packers and the Terramana. So I was mixing Terramana and I want to say it was like blackberry brandy.
Oh,
and,
wow.
And some.
But that was nice and smooth.
Yeah, and then a little splash of Sprite, and it was fucking night, after a few. So but
Hell
it was
yeah,
good.
man.
The
That's
Sprite
awesome.
to make it right.
Right to make it.
We've got a milestone on the show, actually. This is the first Beautiful Bearded Bastards hoodie.
Yeah, that's
Pressed
nice.
today.
I like it.
Fresh.
Press
Yeah,
it.
made
This
it.
is also the first time all 3 bastards have been with a new guest,
That
too.
is
So-
true,
hey,
yes.
hey.
So this is a milestone, absolutely.
What
Well,
else you got on that list, Georgie?
well,
Oh,
Eric Tim was actually the first one, but he took
wasn't
all
the
the
first
screwdriver mix. Love you, Eric.
You're a special guest when you're your first time on the show.
Second time you're just a guest.
You're just a guest. Well, we were talking about you were talking about rum on the beach earlier. It kind of made me
man.
think of this rum ham from
Oh,
the
yeah,
show.
yeah.
Always
It's
Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's one of
my
our
favorites. Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I actually started watching that a couple weeks ago. I love Charlie.
So
Oh, yeah.
He is
Charlie's
hilarious,
Charlie
man.
and Frank, just
And
the
dude-
gruesome twosome.
He is always the same character in every movie, every show.
Oh, Charlie
he's ever
did.
been.
Yeah.
The Horrible Bosses movies.
Yep.
He is why I watch him.
yeah,
Well, of
yeah.
course.
No, Jennifer Aniston.
I was
Yeah.
going to say Jennifer Aniston
Hey,
as well.
And the way
shit.
she's acting and
yes,
behaving.
the way she acts in the movies. Sorry.
Damn.
Yeah. Hey, when she's like, "You don't give me that dong, Dale," I'm like, "Shit, I'd have ripped my goddamn."
Let me show you my Tenacious
Yeah.
D tattoo, baby.
It ain't gonna be the only D she's getting. You know what I'm saying?
Rachel.
Yeah.
Give me some of that Rachel.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Man.
yeah, man. That Charlie, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
Always Sunny. It's like
Well, Danny
the
DeVito, man,
sitcom,
he's
but
such
the
the-
anti-sitcom. It's like Seinfeld.
Nick,
it's like
show
Friends,
your
but it's
Valentine so my wife
Oh.
can see that, and she can show it to my that
Yeah,
Nick
appreciate
got
it.
his
Thank you.
Valentine, baby.
Thank you,
much.
Mia.
Thank you, Mia.
Yeah,
Thank you
Maya.
for
Maya.
reminding my
sorry.
lady.
Thank you.
Sorry.
We spell it Mia, but we pronounce it Maya.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Maya. And Maya, is
I
it
don't know
Maya
how
that
to
shares
read.
the same birthday as my daughter?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And
Yeah.
Nick's little girl
Yep.
was born on March 6th in 2013.
Yep.
Wait,
Wait,
March?
2012.
2012.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
thought
so
you said
she's a
April.
year
Yeah,
older.
she's
than
going to
my
be.
baby,
My son's 13, or he's about to be. Wait, yeah, he's 13, about to be 14.
On the spot.
I got
know,
7
yeah.
together.
You got 7 kids,
It's-
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's about to be 14. She's 2 years behind him, so she's going to
Okay.
be 12.
Okay.
So she's 11 right now, about to be 12.
My Maya, she'll be 11 in March.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
that's-
So then
that's
my
pretty
daughter Jayla is. They're only a week apart because
Oh,
my
wow.
2 daughters are 51 weeks apart. So they're the same age for 1 week.
Cool. 1 week.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
man. That's
You want to
crazy.
talk, and they're all all three of my kids. Like people are like, "Holy shit, you got!" They're all from my ex-wife, so I have one baby mama. Luckily,
Yeah.
like, so when you got kids that close, people think I got multiple baby mamas. My wife now she's like, I didn't even know you were married before until we started talking. Like we've kind of worked together, and she's like, I just saw you had 3 kids. I just figured I heard you was a hoe, so I figured I just figured you had 3 different baby mamas and
Yeah.
shit. So I was like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's
no.
cool, man. Right on.
Yeah.
Well,
You got any more on that list, or we call it a
are
night?
we-
Well, I was
Are
going
we
to talk
calling
about
it?
Always Sunny some more, I guess.
Oh yeah, whatever you want to do,
I
George.
love that show, man. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like
That's cool,
I
man.
love the ones where like they
I'll
go
have
and
to
do
keep watching
something.
it for
So it's
sure.
like when they go to the zoo or when they go to the water park or the one where it's basically like a spoof of Family Feud.
Yeah.
And the last season was just hilarious. Like that first episode when Frank finds out that there's a bathroom and an extra room in their apartment. And I don't know, man. It's just a hilarious
Okay,
show.
so let's talk
I
about-
love their podcast. I love him.
We'll talk about Danny DeVito for
Danny
just 5
DeVito,
minutes.
yeah.
Favorite
Yeah.
Danny DeVito role?
It's the Penguin. Outside of Frank. Outside
Yes.
of Frank in
Penguin.
I'm
outside
gonna
of
have to
Frank,
go
It's
with
Always
Big
Sunny.
Fish.
Big Fish. Okay.
love that movie.
Wasn't Johnny Depp in that movie?
I don't know, but the guy that plays Obi-Wan Kenobi was it?
Okay.
Ewan
okay.
McGregor.
Yeah,
Ewan
McGregor.
McGregor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
if Johnny
Danny-
Depp was in it, but
Danny was in that movie.
one of my favorite
I
movies.
don't think I've ever seen
Big
that.
Fish.
I've
I don't
heard
think
of it.
I've
I've never
that
seen
movie,
it.
Yeah.
He was started like in Taxi, you know. and
Yes,
then,
back in the 70s.
Throw
yeah.
Mama from the Train is
Yep.
one of my favorites too.
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up, Ken? Todd's
What's up,
older
Ken?
brother.
Oh, Ken, what's up, brother?
Nice to see you.
No, Johnny wasn't in it.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Thanks, brother. I thought he was. What was that? It was kind of like that movie though. That he was in something like that.
I don't know what Johnny was in that was like that, but Big Fish was like it's a story based off this like guy that's dying, but he's always tell these like really big stories. Like he always over told
The
the
Johnny
story.
Depp one is
okay.
Broken. Is it like Broken Window where he fucking?
Oh yeah,
He's writing this story and then
The Secret Window.
Secret Window or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
It
It
that.
was
Dude, that's-
directed by Tim Burton. Though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Yeah, twins. Michael Sebastian, yes, brother. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny
Yep.
DeVito. That
Yep.
was cool, man.
Yep.
I've got to say Penguin, man. Batman Returns,
Oh, he killed it.
1992,
Killed
man.
it. Yeah.
He killed it.
Killed it,
I
yeah.
mean, he was an awesome penguin, dude.
He terrified the children.
He's such an
The
awesome actor.
blood.
Yeah,
and
really.
He bit some
I love you
dude's
too,
nose,
Ken.
and there
Thanks,
was just
brother.
like blood everywhere.
Yeah. Bit that fucker's nose off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Holyfield to biting the body part off, baby.
That movie is crazy though.
I do
Oh,
like him
man.
in It's Always Sunny. He really made that show like the story
Yeah.
behind
Oh, yeah,
like
man,
how he
for
got in
sure.
there was like they did the first season without him and they were
Right.
like the producers at like FX were like you guys need to bring somebody else in
Yeah.
like
Right.
We're not doing good.
yeah,
Yeah.
We're like you need to bring in a known actor like somebody that everybody knows because nobody knows who the fuck you 3 or 4
Right.
are, you know
Yeah.
what I mean? And then they brought in Danny.
They
like
couldn't
Rob
have picked a better
McElhenney
character,
just
man.
like
Yeah.
knew he was a fan and contacted him, and then he ended up being like
Yeah.
pitching him the idea. And
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
plus, like Danny DeVito's daughter was like a huge Sonny fan. And
Oh
so
yeah.
Yeah.
that had a lot
Yeah.
to do with like
Yeah.
him just being.
I remember hearing
into
a lot
it and
about
wanting to
that,
go in
man.
on it, yeah. But yeah, it was hilarious. As soon as he jumped into that second season, it was like, whoa, man.
Yeah, I
it's
don't-
a,
It took
it's a totally
off.
different
Yeah,
show.
even when I go back and it's hard to go back and watch it because it's all real great. It's like from 05, 06. So like,
Yeah.
here we are, like almost 20 years later. Holy shit!
Oh yeah, I
You
know,
it's
dude.
like real
yeah,
grainy.
for
It's
real.
like real grainy and shit. And
Yeah.
but
yeah,
then
they
like,
didn't even use HD
Yeah,
cameras at first. It was hilarious.
Yeah, it's fucking. This
That's why it looked like shit. in the
Yeah,
first
they
season.
loved it,
The
though.
first
They
like
wanted
2-3 seasons are
Yeah.
fucking just all like the. You're just
They
like, what
want
the
it that
fuck?
way.
It looked
Yeah.
pixelated, man.
They didn't want to go to HD cameras. They
Yeah.
were like, let's just leave it. But yeah.
I got onto that
funny.
show. My buddy was like, kept telling me to watch it, and then the first, I don't know, I was just on Comedy Central one time, and I think it was on there, and it was the first. It was this episode where they're hunting cricket. You guys know?
Oh,
yeah.
The little meth head drug addict,
Yeah.
and he's like hunting. They're hunting him, and I fucking lost it. He's like, and Danny DeVito's like, they drew first blood. He's like, I fucking just, I
Is
lost
that Rambo?
whole
I
shit.
think you're doing Rambo.
Yeah. No, I'm not
Yeah.
doing Rambo.
This is not the first time you've described your life in the life of John Lennon. Yeah. But yeah, Cricket started out as a priest.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he got mixed in with them. And
Hell yeah,
he-
man.
by the end of the series, he's like burned and all
Yeah,
this
he's all
other.
fucked up.
Yeah, man. Poor Cricket.
classic.
Yeah.
David Hornsby, hilarious on the show and writer. And man. Michael says favorite Batman movies.
I think we've had this already.
Yeah, you guys did that when I saw you guys.
I know,
Michael,
right?
you should not even have to ask that question.
bring
It's
it back up
1989, baby. Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson. That's all we need.
Yeah, it's great. My wife so it's funny. You find out things about people after you're living with them. And
Oh yeah,
Right.
yeah. For
she
sure.
told me her favorite. I said, if I'd have known this, I said, sounds like I never would. We would have quit talking. She told me her favorite fucking Batman movie is Batman and Robin. I'm like, that's the worst fucking one. I was like, that's the worst one.
Divorce.
Yes, I was like, I should just go get
George
the papers.
Clooney
Yes.
and Chris O'Donnell.
Yes.
Ugh.
I was
Bat
like, that's
nipples.
I kind of forgot that
Yes,
existed,
I was
man.
like, babe, that's the worst fuking Batman.
Oh, man.
I don't mind the
I
Dark
like the
Knight
Dark
series.
Knight.
Yeah, I did too.
Shout out Mitchell Young. That's my brother. Hello, bro. The Dark Knight. That is a really good one.
Yeah, the
Heath
first
Ledger.
yeah.
Okay, so we got to stop and pay omens to Heath Ledger for just a second. He was okay. So you know what I just found out? Jack Nicholson actually told Heath Ledger not to take that role.
Yeah.
He told him not
He
to
said,
take it.
well, Jack had to go through like several years of counseling
Yes.
after he played the Joker role.
Yes,
That's
because
crazy.
yeah, dude,
Yeah.
there's something about that character.
Yeah, unless you're Jared Leto, you're already fucked up in the head.
Well, yeah, I mean, he kind of. I mean, well, I kind of
ruined
like
it.
to forget that
Joaquin
he was
Phoenix,
the,
though, man, destroyed.
well,
he did a good job
He
too.
did
I
such a
liked
great
him.
job.
Joaquin,
Yeah.
I don't think he ever left that mindset, and that's why he
Yeah.
wants to do a number 2
I think
with
it's
of
this
all,
year coming out.
of all. What's the chick's name? Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn, yeah.
They get
yeah,
Lady
yeah.
Gaga, man. So you're talking about two fucked up individuals
Oh, yeah.
playing those characters.
Yeah.
They're not going to come out of it, man. I don't. I think Joaquin.
Well, Lady
which-
Gaga's already crazy. She
Well,
was in
yeah.
a lot of the American Horror Stories, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah,
I mean, well, I
Well,
can't.
Joaquin quit acting for a long time. Like, remember, he like kind of fell off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
Like, he was
yeah.
pretty much like doing. At one time,
He was trying to do like a rap career,
Right,
or
like
some
I think
shit,
that
dude.
was all
Like,
fake. I think that was fugazi. I think
He
it
was trying to
just-
become a rapper.
I think he was just like, I need to get the fuck up out of Hollywood. What's some crazy shit I can say?
Yeah.
I'm
What's
gonna
the
go do.
craziest thing I can do?
Somebody's like, Joaquin, you're a
did-
rapper. He's like, fuck it, that's it.
Yeah,
And everyone's like, we got to quit with this guy. He's got to get
It
out of
was
here. He's
probably Kanye West that told him, "Hey, you need to be a rapper, bro."
But didn't he do like a mockumentary? Documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I mean,
Where
whenever
he's just
he was
making
on,
fun of shit?
when he was on David Letterman,
Yeah.
dude, he was chewing gum.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really talking to David, you know.
No.
David was
Yeah, I
asking
remember that,
questions.
yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And
he killed it in the Johnny Cash. That's
Oh,
I mean,
dude.
he killed it in the Johnny Cash.
dude,
role.
he
Oh yeah.
and it I
Walk the
think it
line.
took him a little while to come out of that mindset,
yeah,
man, because he fell in love with Reese Witherspoon.
Yeah.
And it fucked him up whenever he wasn't working anymore, man. Like it did something to him.
And I mentioned Jared Leto. And speaking of just like fucked up movies and fucked up,
Oh,
ever seen Requiem for a Dream?
Love it.
yeah.
Absolutely
Fucking-
love it.
Never
Man,
seen
that
it.
Oh,
is
you
a
gotta
fucked up
fucking-
movie.
Such a
I'm
good
gonna have to
movie.
watch it.
It's
one of the.
fucked up.
It's one of the most mind fucked up movies you could ever watch in your life. I don't know how anybody watched that movie and then was like, you know what, let's go do heroin. It'll make you not ever want to do drugs again.
Yeah, I believe
Tragic
it,
end
yeah.
for everyone.
Yeah,
It's
Requiem for a
crazy.
Dream's a killer movie. I like mind fuck movies like
Yeah,
that, though.
yeah,
So I
it's
watch them a
fucking.
lot.
His
I'll have
mom
to check it out.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
his mom is like, she thinks she's gonna go on this fucking TV show, so she just starts fucking popping uppers, like
Yeah,
diet
diet
pills.
pills,
and
yeah.
she's
Oh,
fucking
wow.
tweaking. She's like tweaking out. She's on the subway. She's like, her hair's all fucking crazy. She's
Oh,
like,
man.
I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna be on TV. It's just fucking nuts.
And that homeboy gets his arm cut off.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
one
It's
dude-
got Marlon Wayans is in
Marlon
it.
Wayans,
Oh,
yeah.
really?
But he's
Jennifer
not
Connelly.
funny at all. Like
Jennifer
it's not.
Connelly.
It's just like a serious
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Oh,
they're all.
wow,
It's
man.
all about how everybody gets fucked up on drugs. Yeah, Jennifer
Man,
Connelly's in it. She gets.
Wow.
That guy who
Yeah.
voiced Spawn, the animated series, is in it too.
Yeah, the
Oh,
black
really?
guy. He's in
Wow.
a shit ton of movies too.
What is his name?
You know, what's that movie with Ben Stiller and Cameron Diaz? There's something about
something
Mary.
about
the
Mary.
dad in that, the black guy,
Oh,
the black guy.
really?
Her
Oh,
dad.
yeah.
He's in that movie too. He's in
Wow.
that movie too.
Dude, that guy kind of scares me.
Yeah, he's
man.
got- yeah,
like, he's
yeah.
got like that. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, yeah,
man.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
I don't.
yeah.
Throughout my
Yeah,
childhood,
he's in
I
a
did not
shit
want
ton
to
of
disappoint
movies.
that man.
Yeah,
dude.
I can't.
Like,
I don't
for
ever
real.
know his name, but you're like, oh yeah,
looking
that
it
guy's in
up.
like every movie ever.
Oh
made.
yeah, man. Yeah.
He's one of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Keith David. That is his name.
Okay.
Keith
David, okay, yeah.
good actor. Yeah, but yeah, go home and like not. you don't do it tonight? Or,
Well, no. This is my home tonight.
but definitely check it out.
Oh yeah, man. I'll definitely watch it, brother. Yeah, I'll definitely watch it. Well, I hope you bastards have had a good time. Is there anything else we
Y'all want to
want?
talk about The Rock and Cody Rhodes?
Oh gosh,
You wrote it down on the paper.
I did. Okay, so
Are you a wrestling fan?
I am a wrestling fan.
Okay.
Yes,
He's
sir.
probably the biggest
Now,
one out of all of them.
I-
I was a fan back in the day when it was like the Attitude.
I have not kept up with today's
Wrestling,
WWE, but I have started watching it again because I was excited whenever I heard that The Rock was back.
Yeah.
Me too.
However, he is fucking everything up, man.
He's
I don't
supposed to.
care.
He's supposed to, though. Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't care what
That's
his
why I love it.
bloodline is. I have respect for his bloodline. I remember watching reruns of WWF where Rocky Johnson was wrestling you, man, and like
fucked up haircut.
the
Rocky
great,
yeah.
Big Chief was wrestling. His grandpa.
Yeah.
I don't care what his bloodline is. He doesn't. I mean, hey, look, he brought the XFL back.
Yeah.
He fucked that up too.
I don't know if he fucked it. They should have never merged. If they merged, they should have kept the XFL name because, that's the brand everybody knew.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
So I agree with that.
What The Rock is cooking.
Yeah, he's cooking up a bowl of bullshit.
Oh,
is what
man.
he's
Cooking up some
What
money
I'm
and
waiting
some
on.
audience is what he's
what
cooking
what
up.
I'm waiting on.
Controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing.
He knows what he's doing.
Okay, gosh.
Next up, no, I'm joking.
I can't roll up my sleeves any higher.
But yeah, I mean,
I'm waiting for Dwayne Johnson to walk out to the square circle and start rambling on about whatever he's going to ramble about. And then all of a sudden, Stone Cold Steve Austin
That's
makes
not
his
happening.
comeback
That's not happening.
and just walks into that ring. Not to be violent, but just to say, I'm here to save the day. That's what I want. I just want Stone Cold to be my Superman
Keep
right
dreaming.
now, man.
Stone Cold came back 2 years ago.
Yeah, he was at the
Him and-
WrestleMania a couple years
Him
ago.
and Kevin Owens and
Yeah. And see, that's what he did.
And then he came out with Pat McAfee and did all that.
Yeah.
his brewing's too successful now. He's got to brew beer.
That beer is fucking delicious.
Yeah, it is
It's
good.
pretty good.
Now, and like I said, I was excited whenever I heard that The Rock was back.
Yeah.
It was cool. I watched the video multiple times on TikTok and YouTube where, even the chick that announces the matches, like she even stood straight up. I mean, she was excited.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is electrifying when you hear those Attitude Era theme songs come on. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, dude, don't come in and try to take over.
So yes and no. They're doing it. It depends on. I try not to read dirt sheets because I think that takes the joy out of it now. I mean, it really is. The internet's it's great, but for wrestling, I think it's taking. So I try not to.
It does, yeah.
But they're trying to make Cody even a bigger star than what he was. Like if we shit on, and that's the tale of time in wrestling. Shit on the face, shit on the face, shit on the face, and then he becomes this bigger, bitter, and bitter. They did the same thing to Daniel Bryan way back 10 years ago or so.
Right.
So now they're trying to
It's
recreate
the
that
same story.
Yeah, trying to recreate that
story. Yeah.
And it's The Rock's. I think part of it too was Vince McMahon gotten all that shit, right? So they're getting a shit ton of bad press. Shit.
Yep.
So if you're sitting around and you're TKO, who is now the owner of WWE, and you're sitting around like, fuck, how do we spin this bad? We got everybody stop thinking about Vince McMahon and all this bad press. How can we do it?
And
Who's the biggest fucking star in the world?
They bring back the most electrifying superstar.
Yeah, and bring
ever.
back to and Dwayne. So now Dwayne is on he's a board member of TKO.
Yes, yeah.
So he's saying, hey, I'll fucking do it. And then this is how we're gonna do it. I don't think they thought people were gonna be behind Cody as much, but wrestling fans are fickle and they want their guy who's been there day in and day out and not some part-timer who's just, what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
But I like both. Like I've never been a big Cody fan, but I see it, you know what I mean? I equated it to our show when Johnny asked us like, so I was like, let me put this in fucking sports terms. It would be like the 49ers got all the way to the fucking Super Bowl, like right now. And Steve Young was like, hey, I'm fucking back, Brock. I'm taking your spot.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you'd be like, well, this guy worked all season to get here. You know
Right,
what I mean?
exactly.
Like, this is his time, not yours. You had your time. You know, so
and
that's,
I understand the business side of it, like you said. I mean, with all the controversy.
So I think they
going on
wanted
with
to, and what's
Vince
everybody
McMahon.
talking about now? All wrestling fans, even non-wrestling fans, are like, well, what the hell's the fucking Rock doing now?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Now,
Right.
nobody's thinking about all this. Well, Vince McMahon got somebody killed. He got, you know what I mean? A woman committed suicide because he didn't go, you know what I mean, help her and support her. Like,
Right.
look up I think her name's Ashley Monroe or something like that.
Yeah.
So look that up if you ever just want to go down a rabbit hole.
Absolutely,
And he was part of that. And she ended up committing suicide.
Wow.
That's tragic,
Because, you know,
I didn't know that part of it.
sexual
Yeah,
stuff. And then
sexual
this
shit,
new lady who just put out this lawsuit. I mean, the shit that happened to her is ridiculous. I mean, not ridiculous. It's sad. You know what I mean? Just what
Right.
happened. So yeah. But yeah, that's. I mean, so they
I
flipped
get
it.
that,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And I'm all about. I love The Rock. And maybe I'm a nostalgia person. You know, and again, it's
And
that
it
it's that
is for
12-year-old
me.
kid.
Yes.
You know, you hear that. If you smile,
Right. Yes.
and you're just
Yes.
like, holy shit! I'm Nick Bodkins, 12 years old again. Like, you know, staying up till 10 o'clock at night watching Raw when my mom told me to go to bed an hour earlier. You know what
Your
I mean?
mom comes in and says, stop watching that. As soon as she walks away, she get the crock chop, baby. You know what I mean? Like, no, and that's what I felt, man. But it's like, I want it to be, it like I told the guys earlier, it's like when Hogan dropped the gold and red to start the NWO.
Yeah.
You know
No,
what
I
I'm
think
saying?
Hogan had been at least wrestling for a while.
Well, yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, you know, but it's
But
like,
heel rock is the best rock. We've always had heel rock, and that's what he's turning into.
Right.
That's what people don't like understand. Like, well, we've seen this guy act, and he's been this good guy since he went away, and he would come out and do these.
he
promos.
was always the heel.
Now he's going back to Hollywood rock, the heel rock. You know, even those battles with Stone Cold, he was always supposed to be the heel. You
Right.
know what I mean? And now he's turning into that.
Yeah, and it's because, see, they built up Stone Cold as every man's man.
Yeah, the anti-hero.
The anti-hero,
yeah,
yes. And then The Rock was always that piece of shit trying to take it away.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Know your role and shut your mouth.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of which, guys, we are at an hour and a half. So, Nick, give us a good plug for your show and all that.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate it. So the Bodkins Show on YouTube, if you just want to give it a nice like, subscribe. Again, tomorrow on the Let's Talk Sports Network, if you guys on YouTube, find it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Tune in.
We're at 12 Central, 1 Eastern. I know pretty much, I'm assuming most of you guys are here in Missouri. So, but if you're out 1 Eastern, 12 Central, the Let's Talk Sports Show presents the Super duper Super Bowl show. So please tune in for that. We're going to have a lot of different guests. So we'll probably from noon to 2, hopefully. We might go a little longer. So
Check out cold
check it out,
plunges
guys.
also.
Yeah,
When you go in the ice
find me
tank.
on TikTok. I do cold plunges about 4 or 5 times a week, and I talk just 3-4 minutes there just to fucking while my ass is freezing. So it's usually about sports
I was
or
gonna
whatever.
say you're up to like 3 minutes now.
Yeah,
on the
about 3
ice.
minutes, 3-4 minutes now. So.
All right. Well, this is the Beautiful Bearded Bastards and Nick
Thank you
Bodkins.
guys
Thanks
for
for
tuning
joining
in.
us.
It's been a
And
pleasure.
Thank you,
guys
Nick,
are
for being here, brother. Had a
hopefully
good
we
time.
can do it
man.
again
Absolutely.
sometime. So.
Yeah.
All right, we love you guys, and we're out.
Love you. See you
Have a
later.
good night. Go Chiefs.